Hey everybody, I'm doing work today and I'm taking a little break to make a vlog because I can. I'm printing out invoices. Here's our logo. Okay, autofocus, hang on. Stand by. Autofocus. Some have seen it, some have not. There it is. Oh, come on. You there. Ain't it cute? I think it is. But that's our logo. So yeah, this is our invoices, doing some customer stuff. Then I gotta make a new billing sheet and tear off our April calendar so I can get our May calendar filled up because May 1st, today in Michigan, today the smoking ban starts. May 1st, smoking is prohibited in all restaurants, everywhere. So yeah, a lot of people are not happy about that, I have to say. What else do I have to say? Dad just went for a ride. I think he's going to go over to Constantine, Michigan, which is about an hour away, to see my cousins. I have a cousin named Rudy. Rudy's probably about, Carmen is his mom. And Carmen's a few years younger than me, and Rudy is her youngest. He's probably about 11 or 12, and he was born with a heart condition. He's had many open heart surgeries in his life, and he's been in and out of the hospitals most of his life. And he just had a procedure done up at the U of M in Ann Arbor, and it was the first time it was ever done on anybody. And the procedure he had would have normally had been open heart surgery, but they found a new way to do it, going up through the groin and using microscopic instruments, and it took 6 hours. It took longer for this surgery than the open heart because it's new. But it was very successful. He was out of the hospital very quickly. It was, not as, he had to have his chest cracked open, and they were very happy. So he was the first one to have it done there, ever. And he's home, and Dad's going to go check up on them. I talked to my cousin Carmen a few days ago, so he's doing really well. They don't think he'll have to have any kind of surgeries, main surgeries. He'll probably have to have open heart again in about 4 years. It's just his life. He's a good kid though. Rudy, he's tough. He's a tough one, I'll tell you. Then, our neighbor came up here after Dad and I had breakfast, and, he came in. He goes, "Tommy came up with bad news." I said, "What happened?" One of my dad's friends committed suicide yesterday. They live on the other side of town, and his wife came home. It's a retired man. His wife came home, and he was out in their gazebo, and he had shot himself. And his sister had committed suicide years before too. So Dad was, he's like, "I can't believe it." Because I want to tell you something right now. If you ever come home and find me shot, you better find the person who did it, because it ain't going to happen by my own hand. So yeah, he was a little bummed out about that. I think he's glad he's going for a ride. That's about all, really. I'm here doing paperwork today. It's my work day. I have to get it done. Oh, my dad just hung up this for me. Look, wait, whoa. My thing I bought. See, look, I got to straighten it a little bit, but it's Dream Big underneath my dream thing, which is underneath my other dream thing. See the theme going on there? Let's straighten it a little. There. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, back down there a little bit. Okay, perfect. When he was nailing it in, I'm thinking, oh God, please nothing fall off the wall. Because I have a lot of crap on my walls, and I love it. I love it. I call it my gallery. I look around it all the time. And yesterday we were coming home. You know how you hear a story that you never knew about what had happened? A few nights ago, we heard that a woman had gotten killed down the road from us, had gone off the road and hit a tree. So on our way home from Niles yesterday, Dad's like, "Well, let's see if we can see where it was." And we saw it just looked like she drove off the road and hit a tree. going pretty fast. It was late, like 1:30 in the morning. I don't know. We don't know if she had a heart attack, a stroke, she fell asleep, or what. She did not have any alcohol in her system. And she was killed. And then probably about 50 or 100 feet past that, my dad's like, there used to be a tree here, and my friend hit it and got killed coming to our house. I'm like, what? I guess when I was young, I was probably 5 or 6. My mom worked second shift. No. My dad worked second shift and my mom worked third shift. So they'd like pass. And after my dad got off of second shift, a lot of the guys who also worked second shift would play cards. And they would go to different houses and play cards. And my dad would have it at our house sometime. Well, he was getting ready for cards one night. And he heard a boom. And it sounded like someone slammed a car door outside or the garage door or something. So he looked and nobody was out there. And then he heard sirens and he went out to look. But there's a slight curve, so he couldn't quite see what was going on. And then all the guys started showing up, and they'd wondered what happened to their friend, and he just never showed up, so they figured he'd gone home. And my mom came home the next morning and asked, what the heck was his name? I can't remember what his name was. Did so-and-so show up for cards last night? And Dad's like, no, he never showed up. And he goes, because Mom didn't know if he'd gotten killed before or after he left. She said, well, he got killed down the road. Apparently, when he hit that tree so hard, it pretty much almost tore his car in half. He's probably only in his 30s. See, I was 5. So, yeah, Dad was in his early 30s. So I know that had to have affected him. And it was only a block and a half from our house. That's how close he was to our house. It's crazy. Crazy how things happen. Next week, I'm still going to I'm going to go and see if I can order new frames and have my lenses put in them because they keep wanting to fall off my face a lot. Like if I look down, since there is no spring to hold it against my head, they just want to go off my face. I don't like that. So I'm afraid they're going to fall off my face at the worst possible time, and then they'll be gone forever. So yeah, I guess it rained most of the night last night, and I slept good. My joints didn't even hurt, which shocked me. But the rain sound is very calming for me. I can remember, because the memories for me is, we had a cottage up north. It was like 4 hours up north, right on a river. I mean, you walked out the back door, and if you take more than 8 steps, you were in the river. They had like a little seawall, they call it, and a little boat dock, and it was a little house and then a glassed-in porch. And on the porch, I had a roll-away bed, one of those beds that folded up like a taco. And I always slept on that in this one corner. And when it rained, oh, it was the most wonderful sound in the world on the ceiling and the roof. And it was just so calming and relaxing. So that's what rain takes me right back to that time. I miss that cottage. It was so fun. I remember it was a tiny 1-bedroom cottage. It had a living room and the kitchen, and when we first bought it, it didn't have a bath. It had a bathroom in it, but nothing was in it. It had spots for everything, so they had to see what happened. Dad and my Uncle Joe and his friend went hunting up north, deer hunting, and they come home, and all the wives say, "Did you guys get a deer?" "No, but we bought a cabin." And all the women are like, "What did you say?" "We bought a cabin." So immediately the wives are like, "What did you do?" And so it needed work, and they worked on it over the years. And we'd have weekends where a bunch of us would go up and hang out. There was no telephone, TV. You got like 1 fuzzy channel, 2 if you were lucky. It was just very peaceful, and we had it for years, up until the time I got to be old enough to be able to go up by myself and enjoy it, and that's when they sold it. Damn them. But even now when we go up, I'll drive by it. The people who bought it from us really fixed it up nice. It was a man and his wife, and they got divorced, and he still has it, and he loves it. And Dad will stop and see him and He always says, you know, you guys are always welcome to stop by, and him and Dad will sit out back and have a beer. So, he's kept that place beautiful. I mean, it's 10 times more beautiful than when we had it, and we just had it livable. He made it beautiful. All right, I guess I gotta start doing work again. I was procrastinating. Thank you, everybody, for the kind comments on my 4-year anniversary yesterday. I haven't gotten around to commenting on any of that yet. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. But thank you. Still can't believe it's been 4 years. I swear, time is flying. As you get older, time goes faster. I swear. Because pretty soon this year's going to be halfway over. Blink, gone. Okay, back to work for me. Bye.